When you're talking about uncertainty, at the end of the day, you're flying alongside, fighter jets, Russian fighter aircraft. I know, or I certainly think I have a good appreciation of, what those platforms and those pilots are capable of. That's certainly something that's, in the back of my mind throughout the whole process. But at the same time, despite what's going on in the world today, I don't believe at that point in time that he's going to try and shoot me. I don't believe that his intent is to kill me unless I do something that drives him to do that. So I know it's a Russian fighter. I know what that platform can do and what it's capable of. However, in this context, I don't believe that that's what he's going to do. I'm not expecting any kind of aggressive reaction or any kind of aggression towards me. On this deployment so far, I've had 2 alpha scrambles. That's 2 dedicated sorties, and across those 2 alpha scrambles, I've had, let me just do a bit of maths, 7 aeroplanes, 7 Russian airplanes. So I'd classify that as a good haul. It's an amazing experience to be part of, and I feel very lucky to have experienced it. Certainly out here on Azotize and back home as well in Scotland. I've been told this aeroplane is, so initially someone's kind of giving us an initial pointer, like fly this way, and we're just looking into this deep dark blue, like searching desperately for this airplane. We have onboard sensors, we have a radar, for example, that's also going to build this track. So I can put him into my radar. That's going to give me a rough idea of where he is, but it doesn't mean that I can necessarily see him. So I know where to look. I'm just staring there, and then almost out of nowhere, from nothing, suddenly this little black spot is going to appear, and then that's going to, you see that little black spot, awesome, I can see something now, and then very quickly you start to be able to break out, the details of that spot, like what is it? Is it a fighter? Is it an airliner? Is it something else, like a smaller, like something like the Krusty? And then as you get closer, you just get more and more details to the point where you've rolled out behind it and you're alongside it. Certainly in this case where we know there are fighters on its way to escort it, I kind of want to get there before they get there. There's a couple of reasons. I suppose there's the race element of it, but also it means that I can do the things that I need to do without being obstructed or impeded by these 2 fighters. So there are reasons for us to get there as quickly as we can. Beyond the obvious of the quicker I can get there, the quicker I can ensure safety of flight for that airspace and provide that deterrent posture that we need for NATO airspace. And then there's other stuff that comes with doing sorties of this nature, not to mention getting yourself ready, whether that's fed, watered, maybe a little toilet break, and getting your kit positioned so that if the buzzer goes again in 20 seconds time, well, guess what, I'm ready to go again, because I don't get a break. That's not how it works. You have to be ready at all times.